Wrestlemania is a few days away. We have an official Wrestlemania lineup, and we're going to go through them match by match and see what we think is going to happen. We're super excited about this episode. Going to be a lot of maybe controversy and all that, and see if we agree or disagree. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content. We're over 1,240 subscribers, so if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and help the channel grow. We appreciate all of your support. And if you love WWE Shop Apparel and you're buying it anyway, just make an extra click right over here and support this podcast and support the WWE. We are affiliate members, and we're really excited about that. So we got our boy KC back for another episode. We've been doing Wrestlemania week this whole week, so I don't know what happened there. Okay, so we're going to go through match by match. Are you guys excited?
Thursday warm.
Yeah. Okay, first match. Looks like it's become official from Nick Aldis, but we got Jade, Bianca, and Naomi versus Damage Control. I think that Jade and Bianca and Naomi are going to go over. Just because it's going to show off the powerhouses, and Jade is her first official match on wrestling, so I'm gonna go with them to win. So we'll go to that. What do you think? Oh, Casey, if you want to go first, that's fine.
I was just gonna say there's no way Jade losing her first official match.
No, absolutely not.
Nope.
And she's gonna dominate.
She will. Yeah, her and Bianca on the same team is like unfair though. That's a cheat code.
Yeah, no, but Bianca's gonna be overshadowed.
Yeah, I think so too. But
I got some extra add to that. I think once the match is over, it's gonna be some kind of tension between Bianca and Jade. They probably gonna continue a small partnership, but I think one's gonna turn on another by the end of the year. I'm going to say.
Yeah,
I can see them have a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
potentially.
That's a big enough stage for.
Yep. All right, let's move on to Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos and Dom. I don't see a reason why Rey and Dragon won't win, unless you're just going to give Dom the win and Santos. But I don't think that's the case here. I think Rey's going to go over. So with Dragon Lee, what do you guys think?
Okay.
Go ahead, MVP.
I have a hot take. I have a hot take for this match. First, I thought it should have been a one-on-one with Rey and against Dominic, obviously. It should have been this year. This year, the stakes are higher. Now, I'm not saying retirement, but I'm saying a mask versus hair match.
Yeah, that would have been good.
And obviously, Rey is not going to lose his mask. So it's going to be Dominic shaving that god-awful mullet.
I mean, he went to prison. He should have a prison cut and just cut it all off. But, you know. Yeah. What do you think, Casey?
Oh, I was saying my prediction was that Santos and Dom was going to win. Okay. And that Carlito will cost Rey and Dragon Lee the match because he thought he was going to be the pick. He's been the one helping out LWO and Rey Mysterio's absence. He's been the one taking the blows. He got the win for them against Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. So I'm sure he thought that he was going to be the one to tag with Rey, and so he's going to turn on Rey and cost him the match.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, he did get a huge pop on SmackDown.
Yeah, he did. All right, we'll move on. So we have a match here.
What did you think?
Oh, I said Rey was going to go over.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but didn't you have a hot take on that?
Well, if you want my hot take now, I was going to say it for the hot take episode, but this should have been Rey Mysterio's retirement match. I think Dom should have been the one to retire Rey, and they would have been perfect. But maybe we'll still get that next year's Mania. I mean, Rey can still go. He could still go pretty good. So I mean,
3 Manias in a row, Rey versus Dom.
I thought it would be a good trilogy.
Okay, all right.
Like they split the wins and then Dom retires him, but because this could have been the hair versus mask match, And then if Dom loses his hair, they could have easily went back and said, "You cost me my beautiful hair. I'm going to cost you your career, Dad." And I mean, it could have been good, but
Yeah.
I could dig more into that in the hot take episode. But the next match, okay, I think the build up to this match has been lackluster. So I'll let you guys help me figure it out. But LA Knight, yeah, versus Styles. LA Knight has to win for me. He's got to win.
Yeah.
But the story, like, LA Knight deserved a little bit more this year, I think, for how hot he was. And I mean, like, it's nothing against AJ Styles, but the story just ain't there for me to get me invested in it. It just hasn't.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think it started off good when AJ turned on him initially. I think it would have been better off if they didn't do it inside the elimination chamber, and then right before Mania, he could have beat AJ and might have went on to a program with Logan Paul and got a U.S. Championship opportunity and maybe even won. Congratulate him for his great 2023. He became a huge star. Probably should have won Money in the Bank. Like, it's so many things he could have did last year and this year to really culminate his 2023.
Yep. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah. Well, like you said, lackluster build up. I mean, they tried to make it interesting with LA Knight invading AJ Styles' home, which was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. And then him being the master of disguise and being a security guard, beating up on SmackDown.
Now let's go back though. Okay, when Triple H broke into Orton's house, it's because you hurt my wife. Like, I'm gonna kill you. Right. But like, let's go back. Refresh my memory. Maybe I'm wrong. Why is AJ Styles mad at LA Knight? What did it start from?
He took his spot for the world title match.
But AJ Styles was still in the feud with him. Like, they were in the Fatal 4-Way.
He I guess he single-handedly accuses him of him not being the champion.
I think it's the first one, him taking the spot against Roman. I mean, technically Solo hurt him, so he can't really be mad at LA Knight. But
right.
Yeah, I guess that's the reason.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
he's mad at everyone. He's not even talking to the OC.
I mean, nothing surprised me now. Drew McIntyre was mad at Jey Uso.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that. All right, we have one.
All right. They're gonna go. They're gonna go
for sure.
So I mean,
but I hate that there's like, I want to be so invested in it that like, I know they're gonna go, but it's like, I'm not gonna be pumped. Like, I want to be pumped for it. You know what I'm saying? Because
I want to be pumped like AJ Styles.
I want to
I love AJ Styles. He's one of my favorites. Yeah. But I don't think that match gonna be that great. I think AJ gonna do his best to carry, but with the build and not much story going into the match, it's gonna be very hard to just make the match like a showstopper, show stealer, whatever.
All right.
I mean, they just kind of threw LA Knight in because he had to, after being snubbed from the Hollywood Mania, they had to get him in.
So we have one more match, and then all the rest of them are title matches or implications to title matches. So that's interesting. Brothers, Jay versus Jimmy. The build-up has been a little lackluster, but it saved because we all knew we were getting this match. It was no secret. They openly said we would love to do this together. And I think whatever night it's going to be on is going to be a potential show stealer. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion. But I got Jay going over. I think Jay wins. I don't see why Jimmy would win unless you're going to further the feud even more. Or, but Jimmy should just win and they should just go back to their separate ways for a little while. But I'll let you guys talk about it.
I mean, Jay's just red hot right now. He's super over. Jimmy isn't. He's pretty much the jobber of the bloodline.
Which is a shame, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really his fault either. He keeps going down with injury. That's how Jay was able to get into the spot he did.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
So
I don't see a reason. Even if Jay wins, you can still continue this feud. But I don't see a way. I don't. There's no reason why Jimmy should win this.
my turn.
yeah, okay. What about you, Casey?
I think Jimmy gonna win. I mean, Jay gonna win. Like, I don't think it's close. No one. It shouldn't even be like. Uh, if we're betting, like, yeah, I don't think he has a chance in the world. Jimmy does, but Jay, honestly, like you said, it's because he's real hot, and also he can't be main event Jay Uso if he loses big matches.
Yeah.
He hasn't won a single title since he's been on this solo run without Jimmy. Um, he's proven. I mean, he hasn't proven, but like it seems like he's should have been a tag match his whole career. So like, if y'all really gonna push him as a single star, at least let him go over his brother. He might not beat Gunther, he might not beat Roman, but this would be a match he easily goes over.
Oh yeah. All right. Now we got title matches. Let's start with the tag team title match. So it's a ladder match. Matt, why don't you say who's in it?
We got Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Awesome Truth, the Miz and R Truth
Regenerate
versus
X.
Regeneration X.
Yeah.
The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. This team name has me. A Town Down Under. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And the New Catch Republic and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
All right. So let me just give it to you like this. You have Raw and SmackDown. Each have a mid card title. They each have a world title.
Mm-hmm.
They each have a women's world title.
Mm-hmm.
They each don't have a tag team title. And I've seen rumors about my prediction here, but literally it makes sense for everything we've seen this year. Here's my prediction. R Truth goes up, retrieves the Raw tag titles, not knowing he has to grab both because he's been absent-minded all year.
Mm-hmm.
And Miz says, "What are you doing?" And New Day grabs the SmackDown titles. Now you've split the titles back to their brands, and you don't got to do some stupid anything to do it. Everyone would love it. You get tag titles back to each brand. You have a lot of tag teams now that you can kind of do that, and I think that's the only way to go. I love it. I will think that's the greatest thing I've seen at WrestleMania is R-Truth grabbing one set of titles because he don't know he has to grab both.
I have a similar prediction, but instead of New Day, I have A Town Down Under.
I would see it, yeah.
And it's gonna be like where two teams on both sides of the ladder are fighting, and our truth is literally just hanging on to one title at all. And like you said, me is looking at him like, why aren't you grabbing both of them? He was like, and like he's arguing back and forth with him, whatever. And I would say Grayson Waller, he goes up and grabs the SmackDown title, and they split the titles up. Raw get theirs, and SmackDown get their own.
I like
So I didn't read any of this. These takes are fucking fantastic. No, because all I had was Awesome Truth winning the titles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
mean,
either way, though, no matter how it happens, I think our truth walks away
Yeah.
with the WrestleMania moment and the tag titles.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my favorite wrestler right now is Johnny Gargano. So obviously, I want DIY to have some consideration in getting these titles, but realistically, no. The DIY has spurts of greatness. When they get time, the crowd actually reacts, but they never get consistent time. Judgment Day, they're just holding these titles hostage
WrestleMania.
at this point. Yeah. New Cash Republic, they're a new team. Eventually, I guess they'll get a title run down the line, but Right now, they're just trying to build momentum.
I think
Um,
Pete gonna turn soon.
really?
He doesn't. Anytime they win or anything happens between them, he never seems happy. And like even before they started, they changed their name in that interview with them. Interview that vignette of them sitting at the table talking, and
Yeah.
Pete's pretty much saying like, "I'm done tagging. I want to be a solo star." And Tyler Bates like, "No, man, we got a good thing going. Let's get back together and whatever." And he doesn't look happy about it. And I feel like if they ever start losing or whatever like that, Pete's gonna turn on Tyler Bate, which we know their history in NXT UK, them being the flag bearers of that promotion and being the first two champions of that promotion. It just writes itself.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I can see that. And then, New Day doesn't really need a title. That needs the titles, and seeing as Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have been going, I don't see them needing titles. But if they did, it wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad at it. So,
There you go.
yeah, the splitting of titles, if that happens at Mania, I'm all for it.
Because then you don't have to do anything stupid story wise that don't make sense to split them up.
Yeah.
It literally writes itself. Like this is how you split them up, and the crowd will eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move on to RKO Randy Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul for the United States title. I'll tell you what I have a feeling of and what I want to happen. I want Orton to win, but I have a feeling that Logan Paul is going to retain somehow, and I don't like it. I want the title off of him right now, but I mean you can't deny what he's doing with it. So I mean, but I want Orton to win. That was my prediction: is Orton will win. But
deny what he's doing with it. So what? Posing naked with it and trying to pawn it?
now, I will say the pawn it thing I don't agree with, but Seth Rollins and Becky also posed new to their titles, and so did Shawn Michaels, and so did Vince McMahon. Although Vince McMahon, we kind of understand why he did that now. But the naked thing is people just being dumb. But yeah, the pawning thing.
You gotta rub Purell over that belt.
You forgot about Mandy Rose.
Oh yeah, see, yeah.
Hey! I don't mind her. I don't mind Becky. But that's just the heterosexual male in me.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
but yeah, I got Orton.
You want Orton. You got Logan.
My prediction is Orton, but I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if Logan won.
Yeah. All right. I don't want this to happen, but I think Logan Paul is retaining. I would like Kevin Owens to get some kind of shine. And, Randy Orton, I love Randy Orton also. I can't pick between the two who would want to win the title more. But as much as I hate him, Logan Paul is retaining the title. I despise him. I still drink his prime drink. It's delicious.
By the way, strawberry banana. I'm not endorsed at all. Fire.
Yes.
Go get your strawberry banana.
If you want to endorse the channel, you can.
I mean, we're not. I said we're not endorsed. Logan Paul, feel free to give me an affiliate link. I'd love to promote it. But I got 9 of them in front of me.
And I don't think it's happening. I just said I despise it.
I got like 9 in front of me.
Oh, you should see my garage.
Yeah, I saw your Snapchat earlier. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to Io Sky versus Bayley. Personally, with everything that's gone on with Damage Control, this is your cut and paste redemption story. Bayley's gonna win. I have Bayley taking it all day, and that's my. I don't have much else to say about it. It'll be a good match, but I think Bayley walks away with it. So
yeah.
Now, any chance for shenanigans to go on here?
Well. No, I don't think so.
I think it depends on why they do the tag match. If they do the baddies night 1 and then do Bailey night 2, I don't see that happening. But if they did Bailey night 1 and had some shenanigans, then night 2 turn around had the baddies versus Damage Control, that would make more sense. I don't see them causing any interference if the baddies already beat them already.
Unless they do the triple or the 3-woman tag. I was gonna say 3-man tag, but the 6-woman tag. If they do that night one, it might set the stage for like Bailey has damage control after her night 2, and then they come out and help her, and then she wins. So either way, Bailey's winning. But
also, Bianca still hasn't forgiven Bailey.
True.
So
what if Bianca costs her the title?
Oh,
I can see
That
that.
would be crazy.
EO did catch in on her, so I can see that.
I mean, I like EO, but you need to get the title off her.
Yeah, I agree. She's not saying no one can be champion material, but I just don't have a lot invested in Io Sky for long-term title holding. I'm happy for her that she got her moment, but I think it goes back to like Bailey. So, so we got that. Now we're going to go to the other women's title match, Rhea Ripley versus Becky, which a lot of people know this is going to be a banger of a match.
Yeah, but I think Casey said it, though. Yes.
The hardest match to call.
The hardest match to call.
I still don't know. Like, I got all the reasons for Becky to win. Like, of course, the babyface always looks good winning. She's fought so hard to get back into this position. She went down to NXT for a little bit just to, do something she's never done before, winning the NXT Women's title. It could be her time to get back into, the main event scene on the main roster and being the champion. But then again, Rhea's so hot right now, I can't take it off her. Like,
and so, did you hear what Damian Priest said on Raw? He said, not only is Mania important for us as a group, but as individuals. Meaning a lot of different things. Like, Dom has got stuff with SmackDown, stuff with Ray, and Rhea's got Becky. The tag title's got that. JD McDonough is still in the closet where he belongs. Not on the card. But here's what my take is. Rhea Ripley is hot. She was the main event of the Perth, Australia pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. And Becky said it, too. She said the hardest thing to do in this company is to stay, like, you got to grind. You got to be relevant. You got to work hard for it. And I don't think Becky's at the stage of her career where her having the title means more than Rhea having the title right now. Not saying she doesn't deserve it. She does. Becky's a workhorse. But Rhea, you can't take it off her yet, because I have a feeling that after Mania, Judgment Day is going to be altered a lot, and she's going to stand out as a single person, maybe with Dom still, but I think she's going to dominate for another year. That's what I think. Hot take.
I'm predicting right now that I just decided it right now at this moment. I see Rhea retaining the title and this story continuing.
I see that too.
My hot take is, since I picked Dom to lose his match, I see Rhea leaving him. I mean, you saw on Raw that shot, and I feel like it was a good shot that Becky Lynch did on Dom. And I feel like it's planting the seeds, showing that Mommy's Latino heat isn't such a man anymore.
I was praying that she was going to carry him when he got hit.
No, but the seeds are planted, even on SmackDown. Is there something you need to tell us?
Yeah.
And there's so much uncertainty with the Judgment Day right now, because for the longest time I thought it was Priest that was going to break away. It really does look like Rhea's going to break away.
Yep.
And she looks like she's going to have a face turn. So
I'm for it. Rhea is amazing in the ring, and she's just got something about her that I just see, like, I don't want her to lose this title anytime soon. She's doing really good work with it and taking on the likes of like Nia Jax and all that. It's like, you're putting in work with some people. So. But now we're going to move on to the IC title. Gunther versus Sammy. This is a hard one for me to call. Kind of like
It's not for me.
well, so here's what I want to happen, but I'll give you my prediction. I want Sammy to win. I like Sammy. He has that underdog about him.
He do. No.
He's a no. Here's what's going to happen. You already planted the seeds that he ended the longest tag team title reign. He's not doing it back-to-back Manias. And Gunther is amazing right now. And until you can free him up for the main event card for the title, you got to keep the IC title on him. I would love to see him win the Money in the Bank later this year if they do it. Well, they should. He wins Money in the Bank and then says, I've done everything I can with the IC title. I'm just going to relinquish it because I have nothing else to prove. And then goes on to the main event title. That's what should happen. But either way, Gunther's going to win.
TNA follower or ever in your life was, but option C, like they had with the F Division championship, relinquishing it for a war championship opportunity, I could definitely see him doing something like that.
Okay. All right. I went back and forth for a while here, and initially I did thought Sammy would take the title. I'm going the other way. I'm going Gunther.
Same.
However, I do see something with Chad Gable being the cause of it, seeing as he's, I guess, kind of training Alpha Academy right now.
Yeah. No, I see that. Which, by the way, hot take, Chad Gable, serious Chad Gable, is amazing. I would love a more serious Chad Gable, but I think we're all in agreement Gunther is going to win.
Can I say one thing before you go?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I got Gunther retaining. I think this keeps Sami Zayn going down that downward spiral. He's going to lose up until around Money in the Bank. I think he's going to qualify for Money in the Bank and win Money in the Bank since it's in Toronto.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Wait, are they doing a Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Yeah.
In Toronto.
Okay, I thought they were trying to get away from that and try to put it on like another card or like Mania, back on Mania. But I'm cool with that. I like the Money in the Bank pay per view. So all right, I see that.
That could be something for next year. If both people are already cashed in, they could probably put it on next year's WrestleMania card.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, definitely, I got Sami Zayn winning the Money in the Bank, cashing in on Drew McIntyre.
All right. Okay. All right. I guess that's going to lead us to our future match here in a few minutes. But night one main event, the Bloodline, the High Chief and the Tribal Chief versus Cody and Seth. If you are a longtime listener of this podcast, I'm a Roman mark. I love Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And The Rock is my favorite wrestler of all time. I do like Cody and the hard time story and Seth Rollins, I don't know what to make of him right now. They're playing a really good story of can you trust him or not. And who knows. But the only way to add more to the Night 2 main event is the Bloodline has to go over. They have to go over and make it Bloodline rules so we can see a lot of cool stuff Night 2. But
it's going to be the closest thing to Vince McMahon we had in a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be overbooked like crazy.
And I think Cody takes a lot of damage in this match because the hard time story, like I think he's going to walk into Night 2 broken and try to figure out how to overcome Roman and
they should paint a titty again.
Yeah.
Give him the purple titty again.
He's coming. He's coming to Night 2 broken, but I think Mama Rhodes gets a bloody weight belt. I know Matt doesn't like the Mama Rhodes thing, but Mama Rhodes is going to get a bloody weight belt and a Bloodline win. So I'll let you guys go.
Okay, I'm going to put an axe into your can you trust him or not theory now by saying the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
So there's no trust issues there. They're gonna work together fine. Yeah. Bloodline goes over. Roman is not losing before he loses the title.
Right, I agree.
The Rock is not going to lose.
He's not losing 2 nights in a row. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, The Rock is not going to lose. So just by that, Bloodline's going to go over, and night 2 is going to be Bloodline rules. And it'll be the last hard times that Cody would have to go through.
Okay. So we're all in agreement Bloodline wins.
Yes.
All right. Drew versus Seth. I like this match, and I think Drew is going to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
But as irate as he's been with everything in the world against me, the reason the Judgment Day lost their tag titles earlier on night 1 is because Damian Priest is going to cash in on Drew McIntyre and win it, and it's going to set Drew off. He is going to lose his shit, and I can't wait.
Yep.
So
Same.
that's my prediction.
I initially thought this too. However, Damien had to reiterate that he has until July to cash it in. That being said, Drew McIntyre has been doing awesome lately. Now, I don't know if he's resigned yet. I think he's waiting on this current run to see how it goes, to see if he wants to resign or just take a break. But I don't think you take this moment away from Drew McIntyre when this moment was already taken from him 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't see Damien cashing in at this point in time. But if he does cash in, it will be for the world title, whoever holds it at the time. Because I mean, this title reign could be short, but I see Drew McIntyre having his moment.
That'll help him re-sign too, because he's not re-signed yet, I don't think.
Yeah, don't know.
All right.
Yet, so.
Yeah, I can see it going both ways. Maybe honestly a combination of both. I can see it where they're presented as this Drew's turn. This is him finally getting his moment after it being robbed for him in 2020 because of COVID. But then again, if he does get cast in on by Damien, it goes on that spiral again and get him even more motivated to get back into that picture. So maybe by SummerSlam, he back into contention again. So.
There you go. All right, boys.
Or wait, hot take.
Hot take.
Triple threat match at SummerSlam. Drew, Seth.
Sami Zayn.
All right, Punk.
Oh.
I mean, the story is definitely building that way. You got all three of them intertwined with each other. But, all right, boys, here's what we got. We got the main event of night 2, and this is going to cause a lot of controversy because this is what everyone wants to see. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes in what we all agree is bloodline rules.
Yeah.
I told you, I want Roman to win because I want him to beat Hogan's record. But I just don't think you go against Cody this year. There's just no way that he's going to lose 2 Manias in a row. And you can't build up another year of Cody going through hard times because you barely made it this year. You had to throw him in a couple filler feuds with like Shinsuke just to get him by. Mm-hmm. You can't carry him another year of hard times. Yeah. So Roman's losing, boys. He's going to lose night 2. That's my prediction. But I don't want him to. I want him to win, but he's going to lose.
I have something to say about you wanting him to beat Hogan's record.
What's that?
No one cares. No, all right, not that your opinion doesn't matter. I'm saying no one cares how long who's held what title. I don't think anyone even cares about his title, like the number right now. It's just he's held this title for a long time. So in the eyes of the casual fan, he's the greatest of all time right now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the market they're trying to hit, the casual fan. They're not even thinking Hogan. They're not even thinking Bruno. Not even thinking Backlund. No one cares. I think you hold on to that title, or you have him win. What are you gonna wait to next year Mania for him to lose the title? It's not gonna be SummerSlam. SummerSlam is a grand stage. It's not the grandest stage.
Right.
You gotta take him off him now. He's had a great run he's carried the company on his back.
Mm-hmm.
His back is hurting right now. You got to
Yeah,
take it off.
Yeah.
it definitely.
I don't literally mean Roman's back is hurting. Just
Yeah.
figuratively, my back is hurting.
It feels like now, never. Honestly,
Yeah,
like you said, waiting a whole another year. Of course, the possibility of Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 41. Of course, it could be a spectacle or whatever like that. Everybody wants them to main event WrestleMania at some point, but it's been too long. Given Cody Rhodes two back-to-back Royal Rumble victories, just for him to
yeah.
form of both of those opportunities, it doesn't make any sense. Go ahead and do it now while you can. If not, this next year is gonna be very tough. I don't know how you
Yeah.
plan it out, stretch it out for Cody to get there again,
Yeah.
if he ever gets there again. Because even then, a year away at 41, if you're doing Rock versus Roman, it doesn't need a title, but essentially it does. Like he can't really call himself the Tribal Chief if he doesn't have the titles. He might as well just be Solo Sikoa.
The
Um,
enforcer.
you know what? This kind of just popped in my head. I see The Rock screwing Roman
By accident or by purpose?
I thought about
by
that.
by purpose.
Okay,
Alright,
but then you're gonna beat Cody down that bad to help him?
all right. You heard it on SmackDown.
Smoke and mirrors.
Oh, these were orders by the tribal chief. These are orders by the tribal chief. You see the anguish in his face every time he's had to acknowledge the tribal chief. He's like, no more.
The
I'm
L?
I'm the final boss. I'm the high chief.
Hachi, right?
You're the tribal
You're
chief. I'm the high chief.
Hachi. Mm-hmm. And maybe
Uh,
he's the elder that sent Solo. Maybe
Um,
after WrestleMania,
yeah.
Roman had nobody.
Yeah.
Solo, I mean Jimmy and Jay make up. Solo goes off with The Rock. Paul Heyman might even leave him. It could just be Roman all by himself by the end of it.
Paul Heyman becomes an advocate again.
Paul Heyman and Rhea Ripley ride off in the sunset.
you know that they've been building this Mania as it feels like Avengers Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, so think about this. CM Punk had the Avengers shirt during one of his promos for the surgery and all that. Then you have Roman when he goes to the aisle and he snaps his gauntlet and his boys come out. But then it felt like Captain America when he called all his people back and you had Jay and Seth show
Mm-hmm.
up. So it really feels like helping each person. Like Roman's going to have a lot of help and Cody's going to have a lot of help. It feels like in this match. I'm going to give you three names and just yes or no. Do we see any of these three names?
I know the names.
Stone Cold, Dustin Rhodes. Do we see any of those three?
Dustin,
Austin
no.
and John Cena.
Dustin, no. He's still AEW.
But do you think Tony Khan would at least give
No.
him one
No.
night to help his brother?
No, he absolutely
Cody
hates
helped Tony Khan build AEW.
Yeah, but he absolutely hates WWE.
What if Dustin is not with AEW for? Maybe he's just doing small appearances because I think he's been there since the inception of AEW, right? His contract might be up by now.
If it is,
They were only giving out 3-year
then
deals in the beginning.
yeah, but you never know. He might have re-upped before Cody left.
Maybe.
So all right. So if his contract's up, I mean, Dustin did tease on Twitter. Oh, I'm there more than you know, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
couple more names I don't throw out to might possibly help Cody: Ricky Starks and MJF.
If MJF comes out, I will lose
No,
my mind.
no. I'm putting the kibosh on that. He's AEW. They're totally working,
I know.
to make it like this. It's where it seems like, will he will he help Cody? No, he's AEW. And from what I read, he's still bad. He's still really hurt. So
I tell you this.
AEW doesn't need him no more as much as they thought anymore. I honestly I think Will Ospreay is the ace in the hole now. I don't think it's John Moxley anymore. I don't think it's MJF. I think Will Ospreay is the guy for them now. That's the biggest signing ever for them.
I will hit you with this right now. And this is kind of goes off the impossible happening or not. The only way Cody Rhodes loses at Mania is if MJF costs him the title.
And that'll be a hell of a way to debut.
That's what I'm saying. You cost Cody, now people won't be as mad if you want to extend Roman's reign because, no pun intended, by the way. But MJF coming to cost Cody and say, you screwed up, you left us, blah, blah. Now, okay, I buy it. You could have Cody lose and let Roman win. But
you know how crazy the internet is? People are like, okay, is this a AEW invasion? But what's going on? Like, the internet's going to be...
It'll feel like the Outsiders all over again.
Right.
Yeah.
And you already know how WWE thinks, like, how they've been, kind of like audibling week by week, like when Rock came back and took Cody's moment. Now we're back at Cody and doing his tag match and all this stuff, like these smaller audibles. Maybe, they look at the internet where everybody has been saying, like, hey, Tony, can we kind of feed into this and kind of, do a invasion type of angle? Like, maybe, I don't know. I just know how WWE works. Sometimes it kind of feed into what the people say now. And, I mean, Vince probably never would have did it, but Triple H might.
Yeah, no, I see Triple H trying to make deals. If it was up to Triple H, I'd see something like this. But Tony Khan didn't even let Billy Gunn back for the anniversary show. He's not going to have his top guys.
That was before AEW was only filling half arenas.
Well, Billy Gunn was kicked out of DX, so.
All right. So what's the consensus? We all agree that Cody's winning?
Yeah.
He will finish the story. And he will take the bloody belt away from his mom and give her the Universal title.
I like it. All right. Well, that's our predictions for Mania. We're really excited for this weekend. Me and MVP will be live streaming for sure. So watch out for that. Make sure you subscribe to catch that. And one more time, if you want to support this podcast and the WWE, right above me here is the QR code. Make sure you scan that. It doesn't cost you any extra. It's just an extra click. And you support this podcast and the WWE. So we appreciate you guys. KC, thanks for coming on, brother. As always, it's nice to have you. We're looking forward to seeing you more on the Gym Mint 10 page. So,
yes, sir. Peace out.
All right. Let's enjoy Mania, boys.